Hello, I'm Gordon from CameraLabs.com. In this video I'd like to compare the 4K movie quality between the Sony A7s Mark II and the Sony A7r Mark II. Now these cameras are both full-frame mirrorless bodies that can record 4K video internally, but they do it quite differently with different quality results. So to compare how they look, I filmed this scene at each of their sensitivities, starting at 1600 ISO and going up to their maximums. Now for the Sony A7r Mark II, the maximum sensitivity for 4K movies is 25,600 ISO. That's pretty high, but the A7s Mark II goes even further. It will keep filming 4K UHD video up to 409,600 ISO. Now at that point the quality is not looking very good, but if you want to film in virtually pitch darkness, it could be the camera for you. But what I really want to do is see the quality of these cameras side by side. So what I'm going to do is crop the area from the fireplace that you saw in the video a moment ago, and I'm going to show them side by side. So you'll be able to see the actual 4K footage, the quality out of camera from the A7s Mark II next to the A7r Mark II. Except there's one additional treat that I have for you. The A7r Mark II has got two different ways of filming 4K video. One is using the full frame sensor, so there's no field reduction, so I've got that. And the other way is with an APSC Super 35 crop. Now this applies a 1.5 times field reduction, so what I've had to do to match the field of view is use a zoom lens and basically zoom it a bit wider. But the really interesting thing is the A7r Mark II scales its output differently depending on these two modes. So you're going to be able to compare the quality between three different 4K settings. The A7s Mark II in its native full frame, the A7r Mark II in its APS-C Super 35 crop, and the A7r Mark II once again in its full frame coverage. And I'm going to present them in that order from left to right, and as soon as the A7R footage reaches 25,600, it's just going to stay with that, and I'm going to keep increasing the sensitivity for the examples of the A7s Mark II. There's just one more thing to mention. Each of these clips was filmed with picture profiles disabled, so this is the standard output from the camera. Now if you're going at this point, oh no, I want to see how graded footage looks. Well, fear not, for I have also filmed this scene in picture profile 8 on the A7s Mark II, which is S-Log3, and in picture profile 7 on the A7r Mark II, which is S-Log2. It's pretty confusing, isn't it? But anyway, if you want to access those videos, I've uploaded samples to Vimeo that you can access via my full review of the A7s Mark II at CameraLabs.com. So feel free to download those clips and grade them, and please show me what you can do with them and tell me what you think, because it's really interesting to compare the quality of these two cameras. Right, there's nothing else to say, so check out the video clips, and then please check out my full review of the A7s Mark II and of course the A7r Mark II, both at CameraLabs.com.